Get those hands up and praise him. Coming to you live from Mesa, Arizona. Get those hands up and praise my Lord. Let's take a look around. It's almost hard to believe that all the streets are just like this, all flat. But it's not really that hard to believe because all they did was just lay a bunch of asphalt over the sand, over the desert. And so everything is flat. There's no hills, which is just the opposite of Durham, which is nothing but hills. There's nothing straight. And Mesa is definitely warmer. I think it's going to get up to 88 today. Um, and if you know me, I ain't got time for all that. But anyway, this is Jeff Durbin's church here, Redeemer. Well, I mean, they lease out. The name of their stuff is Apologia. I don't even know what I'm doing, really. This is just where they meet on Sundays at 4 o'clock. And I came down here because, I mean, I wanted to see what the area was like, and it's just no big deal. But, of course, they don't have any offices here. And I got a hold of a couple people and found out that they sometimes meet here in the evenings. I guess they go down to the abortion mills then. But a guy that I met there in Tucson, Fernando, is going to be contacting his people. He's I don't know, in one of the videos I mentioned that he was friends with Jeff Durbin before Jeff was even a drug counselor. So long time, because he's been a pastor for 15 years, and so he's known him for longer than that. So get those hands up and pray my. Anyway, kind of a miracle happened today. Well, I'm not going to say kind of. It was. I left my backpack with this GoPro and everything else in my bag, in my backpack. I left all my electronics are in there. The GoPro, 2 terabyte hard drive, external hard drive, the 24,000 watt battery pack, my earbuds. The list goes on and on and on. Everything. And so anyway, I left my backpack at a bus stop because I'm still trying to find a place to stay, or I use that word loosely. But I left it at a bus stop. Unbelievably, just left it. And then I got on a bus, went to the next bus stop, which was way down the road, 2 miles. Got off the bus, got on another bus, and finally, after 2 separate buses, 2 separate bus stops, I realized I didn't have the backpack with me. So I had to retrace all my steps. And I get back to the original location, and if you know anything about buses, it takes forever to get where you're going, forever to get back from where you started. And so I finally, after 4 billion hours, to get back to where I started. And of course the bag is not there. The backpack is not there with all my electronics in it. So, but the Lord was so gracious to me. The Holy Spirit didn't convict me or anything. I was thinking that, I have to spend a lot of time charging everything up and uploading everything and this and that. So it takes a lot of time to record all this. And in my mind, I'm thinking the Lord is uh, saying, just concentrate on what I want you to do here with the abortion thing. So anyway, I get back to the original bus stop 2.5 hours later. And of course, the uh, backpack's not there. So the bus stop's right next to the Planet Fitness where I shower and everything. And I go into the Planet Fitness where I left my 2 suitcases because I got tired of lugging those around. And I ditched one suitcase because it's just too much. Try to pull those things around, and just combined everything into this smaller suitcase. So anyway, I ditched the big suitcase, and I got this little one. And I go back to the bus stop because I'm going to go back on a search for things. Well, no, I was going to come over here to Apologia. Anyway, I'm jumping up and down on this suitcase to try to get it to shut, and the bus pulls up. And I didn't think anything about it. I just looked stupid because I had both my knees on that thing trying to get it shut, which I did, and zip it up so I could pull it. But a lady got off, and I didn't see her get off. But when I finally got the suitcase zipped up, I looked up, and there's my backpack. The Lord had miraculously had this lady obviously took it, and she just put it back down at the exact same time that I had retraced my steps and was back at the bus stop. This lady had obviously been somewhere and come back at the same time and put my backpack back where it was, and I've just picked it up. Nothing's missing, and I just thought, wow, this is pretty heavy. This is pretty big. But anyway, it's a lot. But last night I had all these plans, but long story short, I must have walked 10 miles last night because Mesa is a concrete jungle. And there are no places where you can like stash out or hide away and sleep or anything. So anyway, man, I was up all night walking and walking and walking. And I finally make it, because there's no buses running in the middle of the night. And I finally make it to Planet Fitness after about 4 or 5 years, it seemed like. And I took a short cat nap on the tanning bed, and I learned that trick in Durham because apparently the people that work there, they don't check what you're doing because you can lock those tanning rooms. And so I was in the tanning room, and I caught a quick cat nap, and I thought I better get up. Took a shower, headed to the bus stop, and so anyway, it's been quite a remarkable 24 hours. I can't even believe that we got here. That Greyhound bus that I came up on from Tucson on, it kept dying. So he pulled off on the shoulder one time, got the bus running again. Then he got to Mesa, and the thing died again, probably about a mile from the Mesa bus stop, which is where I want to go. But it limped in there, and I got on another bus and made my way to where I thought was going to be an easy setup. And it turned out to be a nightmare because it's a concrete, I looked at the Google Earth images, and it looked like all river and trees and all that, which it is, but it is so protected by fences and very, very steep and deep ravines. There's no way you can get to anything. So I don't know, but the good Lord has given me strength today, and I've got other options. So I'll make other reports later, but all I can say right now is get those hands up and pray.